Hola, buenos días. Estamos aquí en el IES Telleiras, un grupo de alumnos de primero de la ESO y de segundo que le van a hacer una entrevista a nuestro queridísimo auxiliar de conversación, Tommy King. Así que os doy paso a vosotros, chicos.
Tommy, what was your favorite activity in Colorado?
Ooh, this is a good question. My favorite thing to do in Colorado is to go skiing. We have beautiful snow-covered mountains, and in the wintertime, one of my favorite things to do is to go with my family. We go for a day. My favorite place is Copper Mountain. We rent some skis or some snowboards, and it's a great time. We go, we get lunch in the lodge, and it's a great time to be with family and enjoy the Colorado beauty.
Tommy, what is one of your biggest hobbies that you can't stop?
One of my biggest hobbies that I just can't stop. I can't get enough of. I cannot get enough of music. I just can't get enough of it. I love to make music. I love to play the guitar. I'm always learning new artists, learning new styles of music. That's one of my... I just can't live without music. Yeah. That's my hobby.
Okay, if you could turn into an animal, which one would you choose and why?
Ooh, if I could turn into any animal, which one would I turn into and why? I think I would pick a golden eagle. A golden eagle, yeah. Because I would love to fly. I'm afraid of the water, so I don't want to be a fish. But if I could be a golden eagle, I could fly on the mountains. I think that would be so much fun. Yeah, I'd be a golden eagle.
Do you prefer passing time with your friends or with your family?
It depends on the day, I guess. I'd say in general, maybe with friends. That way we can do whatever we want to, right? We have more in common. Maybe we go for a walk or get some coffee. Yeah, I think I like to be with friends, but for holidays, with family.
What made you come to Galicia?
That's a good question. Well, I came to Spain because I wanted to perfect my Spanish. My whole life I've been trying to learn Spanish, and here I can perfect it. And I came up here to Galicia because, first of all, they sent me here. But because here in the school, I can be the teacher's assistant, chat with all of you, and that allows me to be here in Spain to continue my own studies and to enjoy this beautiful country that you guys have here. Yeah, it's a good question.
Tommy, what was your favorite activity when you was at school?
My favorite activity back when I was in school, I think was choir. I really liked choir. Choir was so much fun because it was similar to a team. So you had to do teamwork and work in a group. But it had to do with music, so it taught me how to read music. I learned about all the moving pieces that make up a choir, like you have the bass, you have the tenors, the altos, and all of them, they work together in unison, kind of like a puzzle. And growing up, I just never realized all those intricate pieces that go into a song like that. And so, yeah, choir, I think, was one of my favorites. I learned so much music that way.
Tommy, what's your favorite song?
Oh my goodness. My favorite song right now, it changes every day, but right now I'm going to say Defying Gravity. It's a song from the musical Wicked, and it's very inspirational. I listen to it every morning. I think I'll try Defying Gravity.
Tommy, what do you prefer, summer or winter, and why?
Before coming to Spain, I always preferred summer over winter because in Colorado, the winter is very tough and you don't see many people. So I always loved the summer. But here in Spain, you can see people in summer or winter. You're not really so isolated. So I think now I'm liking winter more because it's not so hot here and it's still really beautiful and you can have really good food.
What is the best and the worst of working with Telleiras?
This is a dramatic question here. I think, okay, we can end on the positive. So, the worst, the worst is that I'm required to be my best self. I have to work to work hard, I guess, which is not a bad thing, to be honest. And the best thing is she thinks of creative activities. That is tough. Sometimes we lose our ideas, like, oh, what else could we do? But she has some creative activities that she plans for you guys. And yeah, those ideas are really good.
What is the most peculiar activity in USA?
One of the most peculiar activities we can do over there is, I would say, either an escape room, or we also have these rooms, like I don't know how you call it, a destruction room. Basically, if you have a day where you are so angry, or if you just need to vent your anger or something, you can go to this, I know what it's called. It's called a rage room. Now it comes to me. It's called a rage room. Rage is anger. So you go to this room and you pay people to give you plates, glasses, breakable things, and then they give you like a bat or a hammer, and you can just smash this glass or throw the plates against the walls or just let all your anger loose that you couldn't do outside of this room, of course. That would be scary. But yeah, we have rage rooms. Yeah, rage rooms.
What made you become a teacher?
This is a good question. It was not my plan, to be honest, to be a teacher. But I'm glad that it happened. When I studied at the university, I studied international relations and more particularly Spanish. So my plan has kind of always been something more related with like politics or a non-governmental organization. But during my study abroad in university, I studied abroad in Alicante. And that was my second time ever out of the United States. And I just fell in love with the culture here, with the climate, with the food, the people. And I asked, how can I do more of this? How can I come back here and live here more? And they said, well, you could be a language assistant. You could teach English. And that's how I got here. That's how I'm here.
What is your impression of this school?
That's a good question. My impression of this school, when I first got here, my impression was, wow, this is a really nice school, especially when I walked into the cafeteria. When I walked into the cafeteria and I saw Mabel and Lara, my mind was blown, because in my other schools, they don't have someone in the cafe to make us coffees. That's very luxurious, eh? But then, of course, you all surprised me. You were all very, very well behaved, to be honest, compared to some other schools. You're all very bright. The interest level is very high here. I see so many little artists, so many peculiar little interests of you all. So yeah, it's a unique school here, and even more unique students.
What's the country that you visit that you like the most?
The country that I visited that I like the most, so far I'd have to say Spain, of course. I'm living here now. Yeah, I think Spain. Spain, of course.
What is the food that you like most in Galicia?
Good job. My favorite food, the food I like the most here in Galicia, chipirones a la plancha, grilled cuttlefish. I like those, grilled cuttlefish. Mm-hmm.
If one of your American friends come to visit, what advice would you give to him?
I love this question. Thank you for asking me that. If one of my American friends came to visit here in Spain, I would give advice to them. I would recommend that they come here with an open mind. That they experience as much as they can, that they meet as many Spaniards as they can. I recommend that they learn Spanish. So many Americans, when we come here, we don't learn much Spanish and we isolate ourselves. But if you get to know Spanish, you can get to know so many wonderful Spanish people. Yeah, come with an open mind and with an open heart.
What is your impression of Naron and Ferrol?
My impression of Naron and Ferrol is it's very charming. Very charming. It's small, but it has everything you need. And the good thing about a small town is that the people take good care of you. They look out for you.
What is your favorite musical instrument?
My favorite musical instrument is my voice. It's the most adaptable, it's the most versatile, and yeah, we forget our voices, our instruments, but it's my favorite.
If you could travel anywhere, which destination would you choose and which teacher would you go with?
If I could travel anywhere in the world, which destination? Right now, I really want to go to Puerto Rico. I really want to go to Puerto Rico right now. And which teacher should I take with me? I have to say one of the English departments. Yeah, someone on the English department. Anna says she likes salsa, so I might have to pick Anna.
What is for you the fastest way to learn Spanish?
I love this question. I'd say, of course, first, study your books, pay attention in class, do the grammar, read, of course. But what else can you do on top of that? I recommend listening to music. I recommend you find an artist that you love, because then you are not even focused on learning the English at that point. You're focused more on what am I learning about this artist? And that way you learn without even focusing. Like, for example, when I'm trying to learn Spanish, I learn lots of different artists, and they're also my teachers too. You know, the other day I heard a word that I had never heard before, and I was like, oh, well, I wouldn't have learned that if it wasn't for music. So yeah, music. Let's find an artist you like and listen to them a lot.
Bueno, pues nosotros desde el departamento queremos agradecer a Tommy, que ha sido muy amable de cedernos su tiempo para hacer esta actividad, y en general queremos decir que es muy buena persona, muy buen profesional, es muy fácil trabajar con él y bueno, no en vano todos los niños les encanta y el día que él no va es una tragedia. Si no voy yo da igual, pero si no va Tommy se cae la clase. Entonces nada, muchísimas gracias y bueno, no sé si todos los americanos son igual. No lo creo, pero bueno.
Bueno, pues muchísimas gracias a todos vosotros también. Si es fácil trabajar conmigo es porque vosotros lo hace fácil. Estoy muy encantado de estar aquí con todos vosotros. El nivel de vosotros con tu inglés ya estás superando el nivel mío en el español. Pero me da inspiración y bueno, os consejo que sea tú mismo, estudia, sigue a tus pasiones, conocer a muchos amigos y vivir a tope. Muchas gracias.